ChatGPT unveiled their much ballyhooed newest version yesterday, the ChatGPT 5, and it's looking like a dud. Maybe grabbing all these employees away, Meta, coming over and paying $100 million bonuses to pick up some of their top people is having an impact. And interestingly, that they made a big deal about this release for like at least a week in advance, hyping it up as going to be this great thing and really going to move the needle. Apparently, it hasn't moved the needle. In fact, if anything, most of the commentary on X seems to be that people are actually ditching their subscriptions because ChatGPT 5 in many ways is not as good as 4 or 03. And those have been done away with. I guess you can't even access them at this point. I don't know that for sure, but that appeared to be what was being talked about as one of the frustrations is that, for instance, they're saying that ChatGPT 5 seems very corporate and stuffy and kind of businesslike. And a lot of people say, hey, that's where I get all of my, I go there for my grieving and for my, relationship problems and et cetera, which used to be kind of friendly and fun and seemed really nice, but now not so much. So anyway, that's what's happening. But let's get some more data. Grok says, this is what Grok says about it. It says early user feedback notes it's more refinement than revolution. Useful tweaks like the iPhone upgrades are okay, but it comes with quirks like occasional spelling or geography errors. OpenAI executives have hinted the architecture could scale, however, to future versions like ChatGPT 8. Well, in summary, it says, and there was a lot more that I didn't bother with, ChatGPT 5 positions OpenAI as a leader in practical user-friendly AI for coding and workflows, but the race is tight. It says that Gemini 2.5 shines in creative reasoning, Claude in safety, and Grok 4 in real-time tools. Future benchmarks will clarify standings, but GTP5's broad access could accelerate adoption, of course. Then we have this from XFreeze. That would be, you want to look him up on X, that would be 𝐒𝐴MXFREEZE. It says that xAI's workforce is less than 30% the size of OpenAI's and Google's, but Grok 4 is still holding strong in the top spots. xAI is releasing new Grok versions more aggressively, and this is just the beginning. More releases from xAI are coming soon, and it will deliver a new level of unmatched intelligence. Grok is number 2 on the leaderboard behind Gemini. Grok 4 Heavy is number 1 on the LLM-stats.com leaderboard. A lot of the places I looked didn't have the Grok 4 Heavy even being compared. It was all about Grok 4. And of course, I don't have Grok 4 Heavy to make the comparison, but some people I've talked to who do have that say it's really fabulous. Again, I don't know enough about this to really give a Randy Kirk version. I have to go based on other people's analysis. But what I'm looking at here is that Grok 4 is kind of leading or darn near the lead or right there. And Grok 5 is not only is Grok 5 right around the corner, but what's happening is the updates are being released immediately. So, getting a Grok 5 update would be kind of like getting a FSD update that included a bunch of different updates in the middle, which we don't get that on the car, but that seems to be what's happening with Grok.